Hey everybody, my name is Brian Trippe. I'm in Birmingham, Alabama, and we're going through the 10 Commandments of wholesaling. This is just something I came up with. Not to say that there's not a lot of great information out there on the internet. There definitely is. There's some bad information too, but there is some good information out there. This is just for Birmingham specifically, kind of what I feel like are here's kind of the 10 steps you need to take to be a successful wholesaler right here in the Birmingham, Alabama market. The last video we just did, that we talked about networking. Okay, that's obviously the very, very first thing you need to do. It's the first thing I did is I just broke out of my shell. I wasn't really introverted, but when you're around people that you don't know who they are, you don't know anyone, most people tend to be a little more reserved, and that's definitely how I am. Once I get to know people, I'm a little more extroverted. But that's just how most people are. You kind of stay inside your shell. When I first started in this business, obviously I didn't know anything. So therefore I didn't really want to talk to anybody because I didn't know, I would just be like, I don't know what's going on here. Can you tell me whatever you can tell me? So that's kind of one of the hardest things to do is to start at the very beginning and just talk to people. But I definitely encourage you to do it. Break out of your shell. There's so many people in this business, you'd be surprised, that want to help you. They really do want to help you succeed and answer your beginner questions. So that's going to be step number one. You got to network. What we're going to talk about just real briefly is knowing the numbers. And so Birmingham, Alabama is, there are two kind of markets out there. There's a cash flow market and then there's kind of an appreciating market. Birmingham's always been a cash flow market. It's not to say that houses here don't appreciate. They do, but they're appreciating at very small increments. And conversely, in downtimes, but depending on the area, most areas in Birmingham aren't just going to depreciate like crazy. It's not a volatile up and down market like some of these crazy markets out west might be, Denver, Phoenix, most of California, a lot of even DC, New York. It's not that kind of market. Birmingham's a really steady market. Even in the downturns, for the most part, it just does not dip very much, and it's just a steady, maybe 1% appreciation over time. So you have to understand that first and foremost. Secondly, Birmingham, it's a cash flow market. That's the other kind of market that's out there is Birmingham's a cash flow market. So what that means is there's a lot of money coming in from outside of Birmingham that is looking to buy rental property here in Birmingham. Okay, just because the numbers work. The numbers work really, really well for something like that, where the rent could be $850, $900, and the purchase price is only going to be about $65,000, $70,000. It's just those rate of return, the return on investment numbers, really, really, really work. So that's the first thing you need to understand when you're beginning wholesaling. And then the second thing is when you start to really get to know the numbers. This is why networking is so important. You've got to go out there and really understand who your buyer is. Now, it might be easy to go out there and just get a property under contract and then go try to find the buyer. What I would recommend, and what most wholesaling folks would recommend, is to actually go out and find the buyer and talk to them. There's so many buyers out there. It's very, very easy to find buyers nowadays, and we're actually going to talk about that at some point in this series. But it's very easy to find buyers right now. But let them tell you what they're looking for. So this ROI number for the cash flow market, this return on investment number is going to be different for everybody. Some people might want 10%. Some people might want 20% return on investment. I actually want 30%. That's why it's very, very difficult for other people to wholesale properties to me, because I'm getting great deals because we do a lot of marketing. So I keep a lot of good deals, but it's also it's very difficult for other people to come in and wholesale something to me because I want to get it for so cheap because I know I can because I'm from here. So, and then there's the second, I want to actually go through the last thing I want to do is the flip formula. Most investors are looking for 65 cents on the dollar or 65% of market value, maybe up to 70, depending on, that's why you really need to develop that relationship. And ask the buyer. 65% of market value, and then once you say, so let's say that the house is worth $100,000 retail value, you need to get it for 65. Our offer is going to be 65 minus repairs. Okay. So 60. This is kind of the flip formula. If you're going to do a fix and flip, if you're going to wholesale a property to someone who's going to flip it, they want to get in for roughly between 65 and 70 cents on the dollar minus repairs. So if this house is worth $100,000 on the back end, we need to get it for 65 minus repairs. Say there's a $20,000 repair number. Our offer on this house is going to be between $45,000 and $50,000. Okay, and that way you can go out there and you can make, if you're offering 65, you can make that $5,000 wholesale fee, maybe even a little bit more if you sell it to someone. Some people actually want to keep these $100,000 houses here in Birmingham as rentals, and so instead of them getting it for 70 cents on the dollar, I know a lot of folks that'll take them for 80 and even 85 cents on the dollar. So you can try to make a little bit more on a wholesale fee, or if you have to, you can increase this offer from 45,000 or 50,000. You're increasing to about 60. Better chance of getting the house. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions about the numbers and knowing the numbers, and just kind of the 10 commandments of wholesaling, definitely leave some comments in the comment box. I'd love to help you in any way I can. Thank you.